Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is Ottawa Hills versus North Baltimore. I think we best prepare for a battle of the nimble neural ninjas. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game, Ottawa Hills versus North Baltimore. Let's meet our teams. Ottawa Hills, led by Coach Adkins. In slot number 1, we have Miral, a senior. In slot number 2, we have Zachariah, a junior. And in slot number 3, it is Audrey, a sophomore. Now for North Baltimore, led by Coach Matthias. In slot number 1, we have Daniel, the senior. In slot number 2, Noah, also a senior. And finally, in slot number 3, it's Adeline as a sophomore in slot number 3. Welcome teams to BGSU Brain Game. We're going to start things off as we always do in our toss-up round. In this round, there are 10 questions. Those 10 questions are worth 10 points apiece. No worries. No deductions for an incorrect answer, so you can play a little bit looser and relax in this round. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal, I repeat, you can steal a question in this round. Ottawa Hills, North Baltimore, are you at home? I hope you're ready, because here we go. Invented by Benjamin Franklin, what protective device, that would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah?
Lightning rod.
Correct, lightning rod. King Charles II was once warned, quote, "If the blank leave the tower, the kingdom will fall," end quote. So these are kept at the Tower of London to this day. That would be Ottawa Hills. Audrey?
The crown jewels.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. That would be Noah.
The royal key.
Incorrect. Ravens. Ravens. Provide the term for an instrument that measures the rotational speed of a shaft or disc, typically expressed in, that would be North Baltimore. Daniel?
Tachometer.
Tachometer is correct. RPM. Identify the 1974 British spy novel by John le Carre that follows the endeavors of taciturn aging spy master George Smiley to uncover a Soviet in the British Secret Intelligence Service. That would be Ottawa Hills. Miral?
QED.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. Noah?
A Hunt for the Red October.
Incorrect. Tinker, Tailor, Soldier, Spy is what we needed there. In terms of accounting, it is the two-word phrase for the liabilities of a business, especially money owed to others. That would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
Debt.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. That would be Noah.
Interest.
Incorrect. Two-word phrase, accounts payable is what we needed there. In what Eurasian country was the feudal system not formally abolished until 1861? That would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
Germany.
Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. Noah.
Russia.
Russia is correct. What 1985 Kate Bush song regained popularity after, that would be North Baltimore. Daniel?
Running Up That Hill.
Running Up That Hill. Fourth season of Stranger Things. What revolution beginning in 1789 saw the storming of the Bastille? That would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
French Revolution.
French Revolution is correct. In Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which dragon breed does Harry face in the first task of the Triwizard Tournament? That would be Noah.
Slytherin.
Incorrect. Ottawa Hills, chance to steal. Miral?
Basilisk.
Incorrect. Hungarian Horntail. Hungarian Horntail. I had no idea on that one. These type of involuntary muscles are found in organs other than the heart. That would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
Smooth muscle.
Smooth muscles is correct. End of round. Let's take a look at our score. Well, how about that? We are tied. Well, we're not going to stay tied for long because coming up next is our risk and reward round. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. We are tied. Ottawa Hills 30, North Baltimore 30 points. Before we move on to our next round, let's welcome some new players to the game. For Ottawa Hills in slot number 3, we have Evelyn, a junior. And for North Baltimore in slot number 3, we have Levi, a sophomore. Welcome to our new and our returning players. This is the risk and reward round. There will be 3 categories to choose from. Inside each category are questions worth 10 points, no deduction for an incorrect answer. That's the first 9 of those questions. The 10th question is the risk and reward question. You get to risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments based upon the category that you choose. Now, we usually let the team that's trailing choose first, but since we're tied, we did a coin toss in between rounds. North Baltimore has won that coin toss, and they get to make the first selection out of the following 3 categories. Topic number 1, wars. Topic number 2, sports. And topic number 3, classical music. Classical music.
Wars.
Wars it is. Here we go with wars. We start off with a multiple choice question. What is another name for the Great Sioux War of 1876, named after the sacred region the Sioux were defending? Is it A, Red Cloud's War, B, the Black Hills War, or C, the Powder River War? That would be Noah.
Black Hills.
Black Hills, B is correct. Which country's forces entered Bulgaria in September 1944, leading Bulgaria to quickly join the Allied side? That would be Noah.
Soviets.
We will accept Soviets. Which U.S. president announced in March 1968 during the Vietnam War that he would not seek re-election? That would be Noah.
LBJ.
LBJ or Lyndon B. Johnson. Which mostly German-speaking country remained separate from Germany as a result of the 7 Weeks' War of 1866? That would be Noah.
Austria.
Austria is correct. Which war fought from 1904 to 1905, began in Manchuria and ended with the Battle of Tsushima Strait? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Russo-Japanese War.
Correct. Another multiple choice question. During which war did Soviet aircraft destroy Italian tanks in the Battle of Guadalajara? Is it A, the Italo-Ethiopian War, B, World War II, or C, the Spanish Civil War? That would be Noah.
Spanish Civil War.
Correct. Which German World War II general was known by the nickname Desert Fox? That would be Noah.
Erwin Rommel.
Rommel is correct. The Persian Gulf War of 1991 was fought mainly in Iraq, and which oil-rich neighbor? That would be Noah.
Kuwait.
Kuwait is correct. What is the Arab-Israeli War of 1973 more commonly known as? That would be Noah.
Six-Day War.
Incorrect. Yom Kippur War. Risk and reward time. You have 110 points. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments in this topic, or you can pass.
20.
20 for wars. Risk and reward. With a name now synonymous with traitor, which Norwegian politician and Nazi collaborator? That would be Noah.
Quisling.
Quisling is correct. Did not even need the rest of the question. End of the round for you. Now we turn our attention over to Ottawa Hills. You have the choice between sports and classical music.
We're going to go with classical music.
Classical music it is. Just a reminder, first 9 questions, 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer, and that 10th question is your risk and reward question. Which composer wrote the 1868 piece Vegan Lied, better known today as Lullaby? That would be Muriel.
Brahms.
Brahms is correct. Multiple choice. Which composer reused material originally written in his youth in the opening movement of his symphony Fantastique? That would be Ottawa Hills. Muriel.
Berlioz.
Correct. The toccata is a form of solo composition designed to showcase a performer's skill with fast runs and chords. For what instrument? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Organ.
Organ is correct. The first is played at a moderately fast tempo. How many total movements are typically in a symphony? That will be Zachariah.
3.
Incorrect. 4. Which composer's 1905 work La Mer was inspired? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Debussy.
Debussy is correct. His 6th or pastoral symphony, that would be Muriel.
Beethoven.
Beethoven. These folks know their wars and their classical music. This man was a leading composer during the 20th century, and his works were deeply influenced by life in Soviet-era Russia. That would be Muriel.
Shostakovich.
Shostakovich is correct. The Wedding March, still played in ceremonies today, is one of this composer's. That would be Zachariah.
Mendelssohn, right?
Mendelssohn is correct. Multiple choice question, better known for his Carnival of the Animals suite. That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Saint Saul.
Incorrect. If I would have finished the question, you would have known that it was composed a morbid symphonic poem, and Danse Macabre is what we needed there. Risk and reward time. Classical music. You can risk up to 30 points in 5-point increments. What says Ottawa Hills?
25.
25 points. Risk and reward, classical music. After Italian operas fell out of favor in England, what type of large-scale vocal works did Handel begin composing, including Messiah? In time? Muriel.
Mass.
Incorrect. Oratorios is what we needed there. Unfortunately, negative 25 points for you, and that ends our risk and reward round. Ottawa Hills at 75, North Baltimore at 130 points, but I think things are just getting started right here at BGSU Brain Game. Stick around, category round coming up next. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. Ottawa Hills, 75 points. North Baltimore at 130 points. Before moving on to our next round, I'd like to welcome some new players to the game for Ottawa Hills. Pernathi, a sophomore in slot number 1, and in slot number 3, it is Joseph, a senior. And North Baltimore has elected to stay with their lineup from the last round, so welcome to our new players and to those who are returning from the last round. This is the category round. The power is now shifted to you, our teams. We have 6 categories to choose from. Inside the categories are questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But the drama begins. Why? Because deductions begin now. If you go for 20, you're risking for 20. You go for 30, you're risking 30 points. There is one double or nothing question hiding in there. Double the points, no worries. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Ottawa Hills, since you are at 75 points, you get to make the first selection.
Math 30.
Math for 30 points. Identify the term or number requested in the general subject of math. What is the log base 2 of the number 8? That would be Zachariah. Ottawa Hills.
3.
Correct. Ottawa Hills making a move.
25.
Math for 25. What is the sum of the interior angles of a pentagon? That would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
540.
Correct. Ottawa Hills ties the game and in control.
Math 20.
Math for 20 points. If an item is priced at $60, but everything is marked 30% off, how much would it cost? That would be Ottawa Hills. Pernathi.
42.
42 is correct. Ottawa Hills in control and takes the lead.
Math 15.
Math now for 15 points. What property states that changing the grouping of numbers does not? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Associativity.
Will we accept that? Yes, we will. In control, Ottawa Hills.
10.
Math 10.
Math for 10. Finishing off this category, what is the term for the perpendicular line from the center of a polygon to one of its? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
Apothegm.
Correct. North Baltimore takes control.
Famous quotes, 20.
Famous quotes for 20 points. I will read a quote. You identify who is most commonly attributed to it. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. Time. That would be George Orwell in 1984. North Baltimore still in control.
Famous quotes for 15.
Famous quotes now for 15 points. Speak softly, and that would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt and carry a big stick. North Baltimore making a move.
Famous quotes for 10.
Famous quotes now for 10 points. Ask not what your country can do. That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
John F. Kennedy.
John F. Kennedy is correct. North Baltimore ties it up.
Famous quotes for 25.
Famous quotes for 25. This is the double or nothing question. Open to all buzzers, don't forget. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Poe.
Incorrect. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. That would be Daniel.
Franklin Roosevelt.
Incorrect. Martin Luther King Jr. is what I needed there. Let's see. North Baltimore in control.
Let's finish out the category.
Famous quotes for 30 points. The two most important days of your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
King Richard.
Incorrect. North Baltimore chance to steal. Time. Mark Twain. Mark Twain. Let's see. North Baltimore in control.
MCU for 10.
MCU for 10. I will give you a clue or question about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You provide the answer. In Captain America, the Winter Soldier, what is the name of the organization's secret? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Hydra.
Hydra, secretly controlling S.H.I.E.L.D. North Baltimore in control.
Let's do MCU for 20.
So MCU for 20?
Yes.
Which Infinity Stone is located on the planet Vormir? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
Power Stone.
Incorrect. Ottawa Hills chance to steal. That'd be Joseph.
Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone is correct. Ottawa Hills takes back control, and we're tied once again.
Or cell phases for 25.
Cell phases for 25. I will describe a term related to the phases of a cell's life cycle. You provide the term. In this later phase, the plasma membrane is drawn inward until the cytoplasm is pinched in two, leaving each cell, that would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
Cytokinesis or telophase?
He said cytokinesis, correct, yes. That would be Ottawa Hills in control, making a move.
20 cell phases?
20 for cell phases. The division of a cell's genetic material occurs during which major? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Interphase.
Incorrect. Incorrect. North Baltimore, chance to steal. During which major phase? That would be Levi.
Anaphase.
Incorrect. Mitosis is what we needed there. Mitosis. Let's see. Ottawa Hills in control.
Minerals for 15.
Minerals for 15 points. Identify each of the following from the field of geology. What gemstone is made from fossilized tree resin? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Amber.
Amber is correct.
MCU for 15.
MCU for 15. What planet do the Guardians of the Galaxy fight to protect from Ronan the Accuser? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
Xandar.
Xandar is correct. North Baltimore in control, takes the lead by 5.
MCU for 25.
MCU for 25. After Mjolnir gets destroyed, what new weapon? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel in time.
Stormbreaker.
Stormbreaker is correct, just under the buzzer, and there's the points. Let's take a look at our score, end of round. Ottawa Hills at 160, North Baltimore at 190. Very, very close competition. One more round to go, and that is our brainstorm round. Stay tuned. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game, a very close competition indeed. Ottawa Hills 160, North Baltimore 190 points. Before we move to our final round, let's welcome back some returning players. For Ottawa Hills in slot number 3, we have Miro. Welcome back to you. And for North Baltimore in slot number 3, we have Adeline. Welcome back to you and all of our returning players from the category round. This is our final round. It is the brainstorm round. In this round, all questions are worth 20 points. Negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but you cannot, I repeat, you cannot steal a question in this round. Ottawa Hills, North Baltimore, you at home. The brainstorm round begins right now. Give the term for the middle layer of trees in the tropical rainforest. That would be Ottawa Hills. Pernathi.
Canopy.
Incorrect. What calamity ended the feudal system in most of Europe? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Black Death.
Black Death. Correct. What is the longest running animated television series? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
The Simpsons.
Correct. What does the prefix hyster, as in H-Y-S-T-R, refer to? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Past.
Incorrect. Uterus. What is a baby swan called? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Signet.
Correct. Which brand uses the slogan, melts in your mouth, not in your... That would be North Baltimore. Adeline.
M&M's.
M&M's or Mars, yes. What Korean pop group includes members RM? That would be Ottawa Hills. Miro.
BTS.
BTS is correct. In physics, what term refers to the resistance of an object to changes in its motion? North Baltimore. Daniel.
Inertia.
Inertia is correct. What is the pH of a neutral? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
7.
7 is correct. Who wrote the Scarlet Letter? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
Nathaniel Hawthorne.
Correct. What war between Athens and Sparta lasted? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Peloponnesian.
Correct. Which U.S. president's refusal to support U.S. Supreme Court decisions? That would be North Baltimore. Noah.
Andrew Jackson.
Correct. Led to the Trail of Tears. What is the capital of Vietnam? Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Hanoi.
Correct. What is the hardest known mineral? That would be Ottawa Hills. Zachariah.
Diamond.
Diamond is correct. Which ancient civilization built the city of Machu Picchu? That would be North Baltimore. Daniel.
Mayans.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Moving on. Inca Empire. The Strait of Gibraltar connects the Atlantic Ocean to what other? That would be Ottawa Hills, Zachariah.
Mediterranean Sea.
Correct. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest legal codes, originated in which ancient Mesopotamian North Baltimore, Daniel?
Babylon.
No, you said whispered Babylon. That is, cannot accept that. That is an incorrect answer. What is the name of the cryptocurrency that was created in 2000? End of round. Let's take a look at our score. We have Ottawa Hills with 260 points, North Baltimore with 270 in the buzzer. Final round is our winner. Let's give it up for North Baltimore and Ottawa Hills, both fantastic teams. Now let's come out, meet in the middle, shake hands, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game.